Joined again by Cleveland State head women's soccer coach Derrek Falor. And Coach, you guys have been out of action since the middle of last week, but I'm sure things have been going strong on the practice field.
Getting healthy. I think we were kind of banged up after those first 3 games in, what was it, 5 or 6 days. I think we're able to work on a few things that we found on video. So it's been nice to have a break, although I think we've reached that point too where people are now starting to get a little antsy again and want to compete.
Speaking of getting antsy, you've got 2 games this weekend, Bowling Green and OU. What are we looking for this weekend on the field?
Historically, when we've played these teams before, they've been mixed results in the last couple of years. With Bowling Green, they're almost always a very technical team. They play the game on the ground. They're smart tactically. So we need to be on our game as well. I think against that team, we got to come out firing after having whatever it is 7 or 8 days of training. We need to make sure that we're sharp and we're putting into play what we need to do. I think finding chances and finishing chances against Bowling Green. Ohio is a bundle of energy. That program just throws wave after wave of people at you, and managing that stress and pressure for us is going to be the key to that game.
One thing, through 3 games, 7 goals, maybe kind of something a little different than you're used to in years past. Talk about the offensive explosion, if you will.
We're still not happy, I guess, is the funniest thing to say, because half of those are still offset pieces, which is a good problem to have. But I think a lot of it is, I think we're still leaving goals on the field, honestly. We're putting people in good positions, and we're just not getting the final shot to beat a keeper or get it on frame. It's very nice, and I think as you noticed, Natalie hasn't even registered anything yet, except I think 1 assist maybe. So we're getting them from a variety of places. And I think that puts us in a more dangerous role going forward. And
then finally, Coach, kind of got a little musical chairs in goal, and we may be seeing a different one this weekend. Talk a little bit about Becky.
Yeah, the story of having to pick up a goalkeeper here in the last week or so is probably not one most coaches want to have to deal with, but it was the necessity to make sure our program moved forward. Abby Crowder played in our last game against Robert Morris. She's getting a lot healthier, so I think that ups it. Becky is somebody that we recruited 3 years ago and weren't fortunate enough to sign, and we're just really lucky she was available. She's powerful, she's quick, her senior leadership is fantastic. Maybe she's not quite as game fit yet as she needs to be, but I think a really solid addition.
Very good, Coach. Thanks again, and good luck this weekend with your 2 matches.
Thank you.